Hello, my beautiful ducklings. It's your friendly Grumpeteer, and I'm back again with another Steven Universe vlog. Sorry this one was late, but I did just get back from my wonderful, beautiful, all expenses paid trip to Florida by Google themselves because of my outstanding work with my YouTube page. I was the 5th caller on a radio show. But nonetheless, it was a very nice trip. It was better than staying in New Hampshire and getting billion feet of snow. So, I'm sorry this one's so late that I missed the episode when I headed out on the plane. It was the same time that the episode was playing last week. So here it is this week. A little late, but here is the episode. And I was so thrilled to come back home. A little disappointed to see all the snow, while, of course, it was super sunny and super enjoyable in Florida. But I thought Steven Universe would ease away the brutal cold and the horrible snowy conditions that I have forgotten so easily when I went on my vacation. Naturally, this episode is called Winter Forecast, and it's about Steven getting snowed in with a lot of snow. I ain't making it so. I ain't doing it. It was almost funny. It was almost funny when I come home, like, Steven Universe will ease away the pain. Let's talk about how cold it is outside. Well, in this episode, Steven and Connie are having a fun time eating marshmallows and talking about all the disgusting stuff that goes into our food that I don't want to think about. And then the Gems come back and tell them that there will be a snowstorm, so they should leave. They should bring Connie back home. So they bring Connie back home, and they meet up Mr. Universe to, get in his van and bring her home, obviously. But then, what is on my shoe? There is tape on my shoe. There must have been a tapist in my house. Interpret that joke however you would like. Grumpet Studios is a family-friendly YouTube page. As I was saying, they nag Mr. Universe to go change his shirt a whole bunch, leading to hijinks, hilarity, and jungle hijinks, and all that fun stuff. And so they go, they drive in the snow, but they're... What is it called? The van! The van, it's not a truck. The van goes into the snow, is, off the road. So they have no choice but to walk to Connie's house, which is a horrible idea from the start, especially if Greg's trying to show that he's a responsible role model, which I think was supposed to be the joke, but, whatever. If it wasn't, then there's no way that couldn't have been. You get it, you probably know what it was. And so they get there, they're all freezing and shivering, and Steven and Mr. Universe both get the shunning for bringing Connie home all cold. But they can't go back to their van, so Mr. Connie's dad, I don't know his name, Mr. Connie's dad agrees that they'll sleep on the cot in their room, into which Steven looks into the back of Greg's Disco Stew outfit, and he sees cartoon punch effect in blue and lighter blue that shimmers a little bit. I didn't really get it, but just roll with the punches. And it brings him back. It brings him back to just when the car hit the van, so it brought him back in time. But he still remembers. Nobody else does. So has that happened before in this show? Because I feel like it has. Has it? I don't know. I think it has. You'll tell me in the comments. I hope. Please. So they camp out as an alternative to walking through the snow. They camp out inside of the van. But when Connie tells her dad that they're stuck in the van, Connie's dad comes out, drives on the snowy roads. It leads to an accident. So Steven has another flashback vision of them right in front of the van when they're talking to Mr. Universe about getting the keys to the car. And since Steven has seen everything bad that is going to happen in the future, he takes the keys, he throws them so nothing bad can happen, he runs away like Connie, with Connie, because kids like us, baby, were born to run. They just run, and then, then what happens? I've been in Florida so long, I've caught Alzheimer's. That didn't come out right at all. Because there's old people in Florida. For the 2 people still watching, they have another future vision, I think, and Steven is back. No, that's not what happened, sorry. This is a really important plot thing, and I totally forgot it. No, they go back to the house, they go back to the temple, and inside they find the gems performing some kind of ritual that will bring the star shard, I think it was a star shard, the shooting star, that's what it was, that will bring the shooting star back to the warp pad, that will destroy the universe, but it's also really risky, because if so-and-so happens, everything will blow up, and Steven comes in, interrupts the ceremony, everything blows up, but that was all a flashback too, and none of that actually happened. It was just Garnet when she generated 1,000 Tumblr pictures and kissed Steven on the forehead, giving him future vision, much like she has, only temporarily, so he could see every possible outcome of what could happen today, so he can only make the right decision as a misogynistic, sociopathic role model, I guess. I don't know. I don't know anybody that gives other kids their psychological powers. Oh, maybe Paula from Earthbound, but that's beside the point. And so Steven, in the end, makes the right decision. They go, redundant. I'm a little off the rocker today. I just came back. I'm adjusting to the cold weather again. They go to Connie's house. They let Mr. Universe and Steven sleep there for the night because it is so cold they shouldn't be driving in this condition. Or no, it's snowing so much they shouldn't be driving in this condition. And Steven gets his wish to watch the snowfall with Connie in a very, very Rebecca Sugar-esque ending, which is a very nice conclusion to the episode, honestly. This was a nice episode, with the exception of some of the confusing parts with Steven looking into the back of his shirt and going back and back and back in time. That was a little confusing, but if you take that part out, it was a nice episode. Everything was fun. Everything was playful. It didn't slow down at any part. Some of the other episodes lately have been doing a little bit. It didn't get too serious, and the very small part that was serious was, the very small part that was essential to the storyline was very short. It revealed a lot, but it didn't drag on. It was like a 30-second explanation. We got to bring this to there, and so this will happen, but we don't want this to happen. Boom. You don't have to spend 20 minutes talking about what'll happen if you put this in the this and the this and the this. It's really annoying when shows do that. And it's a good idea that he just walks in. He just walks in and sees it because the gems are in their natural state. They're not sugarcoating it so they can talk to Steven. They're saying it like it actually is, which is cool. And the ending in this episode, as I said, is really, really nice. It's a really nice note to go out on. It reminded me a lot of the Rebecca Sugar's Singles web short she made a long, long time ago in a galaxy, pretty close to home. And it was just a really nice way to end the episode. And there's no talking interaction. It's all silent. They just sit down and they look and they notice the beauty. And you don't need much more than that, do you? It was just nice. It was nice to look at. So yeah, with that said, good episode. I couldn't really think of any complaints about it besides the future vision thing. And I know I must have missed something with the entire shooting star segment, which you will most likely tell me in the comments. I'm looking at you, Amethyst36, continuation of numbers, I don't know what it is. You're a loyal fan, thank you. But ooh, stooping pretty low. But thanks for watching, I guess. Good episode. Grub Studio scale, give it a 7 out of 10, I guess. It was good. It wasn't perfect. It had its flaws, but every good thing has its flaws. So there you go. Thank you. Subscribe. Sorry, off my rocker today. Chicka chicka.